Sanjay Sai Digital Media presents
Om Sairam. Hello friends, I am Anand Sharma here. We are sitting here in the beautiful land of Muscat, Oman. Today we are in conversation with Sri Pratap Thakker. Let me introduce to you about Mr. Pratap Thakker. He is from Mumbai, Maharashtra. Spiritually, he was earlier a member of Sri Satya Sai Seva organization, and he was also a managing trustee member of Sri Satya Sai Seva Trust. Currently, he is in the loving fold of Sri Sanjay Sai Seva organization, which is based out at Kathmandu, Nepal. He is also a managing trustee member of Sri Sanjay Sai Lok Seva Central Trust. Over all this, he is also the international chairman of Sri Sanjay Sai Seva organization. Under the divine and able guidance of Swami Sri Sanjay Sai Baba, he is leading the mission and the vision of the trust. Today we are eager to discuss with Sri Pratap Thakker his divine and celestial experiences, his exclusive experiences with two avatars in his one lifetime. We would love to hear his ravishing expedition from Sri Satya Sai Baba to Sanjay Sai Baba. Over to Mr. Pratap Thakker. Please, sir.
Very loving salam to you. It was a very pleasant journey. I would not say it is a journey from Satya Sai Baba to Sanjay Sai Baba. I would only say it is a journey from side to side, from one form to another form. Because Roop Anek, Bhagwan Ek. Forms are many, God is one. So the Sai Avatar is the third lineage of the Sai Avatar. The first being Shirdi Sai, the second being Satya Sai Baba in Puttaparthi, and now Sanjay Sai Baba from Nepal. I am having great fortune, really fortunate, to experience two avatars in the same lifetime. In many lifetimes, people don't experience one avatar. In one lifetime, I am blessed by Bhagwan to experience two gods.
That's great.
Two avatars of the same God. My journey was not planned at all. I was on a mission of Satya Sai, attending one workshop to another workshop, and in between, since I had a couple of days off in between, I decided to go to Tirupati. And then I heard that there is some Baba in Nepal, and why should I not see that Baba also? He came like Satya Sai Baba. With an open mind that I have, I said I have half a day there, I will meet him and have darshan of him. So it was totally unplanned from my side. Of course, it's all there in my book here, the Sai Tattva. This book gives an elaborate explanation of how my journey was there. To cut it short, I reached Kathmandu, and before I could know, I was face to face with Baba. When I saw him coming out of the car, my heart stopped the beat, and I could see my same form of Satya Sai Baba coming back again live. Baba left the mortal body in 2011, and in 2012, after 15 months, I came across the same avatar in another form. And much more than my expectation, I was granted the audience with Sanjay Sai Baba for a couple of hours, wherein I learned that there is a same organization which is doing the same activity as Satya Sai Baba, the same types of spiritual activity, service activity, the volunteers are the same Bal Vikas, the same Vedas are going on, same bhajans are going on. And Baba lovingly explained to me that this is a continuity of the same avatar. It is not different, or there is no comparison. So there is no comparison between the two. And Baba told me, how have you come? I said, I came by Air India. And Swami said, no, you have come by side air.
Is it?
Nobody can come here unless he is called. And I suddenly realized, yes, I have not planned the trip. I have been called here and I have been pulled here. Neither I had a strong wish to come, nor I had opposition to come. I came with open mind, and he pulled me towards him. And I learnt that the Guru draws his own disciple. The disciple has no choice to select his own Guru.
Very true.
So here was the Lord, which was my Guru and my God. And after seeing him, there was no turning back. From one to another, experiences happened, and I became closer and closer to him. And he pulled me closer and closer. And here I am, full-timer with Sanjay Sai Baba.
Okay, you are with the organization since last 6 years.
Yeah, around 6 years, a little more.
6 years or a little more. So,
June 2012 was my first darshan of Bhagwan.
okay. So, it's already 6 years and 3 months
6 years, a
approximately.
little more.
With this journey of 6 years, I mean, you might have a lot of experiences. As you said, the first time itself, your heart stopped beating, and you felt the similar form as that of God of Satya Sai Baba. And could you help us with more your divine experiences with God in the last 6 years or so? Something which you would like to share with our audience, which excites you still.
Every experience of Bhagwan is equally exciting. There is no experience which is small or big. Experiences are just experiences. And they have to be experienced to understand them fully.
Okay.
Because experience being told is not the truth. It loses the charm of the originality.
Right.
But to the best of my knowledge, I will try to narrate whatever little I can tell. The first itself, as I told, was the transformation of coming from Satya Sai Baba and journey towards Sanjay Sai Baba organization. Satya Sai Baba, during his lifetime, had given a promise, not once but twice. Once in 2000 and second in 2004,
Okay.
that he will come to my house when he comes to Mumbai.
Okay.
And 2011, Swami left the mortal body without coming to my house.
Okay.
Maybe he came in what form and I did not recognize him. That's possible. God can take any form. But he did not come. So I had a strong conviction that Baba will come back. He cannot leave the body. 96 years is predicted, at 86 he can't leave the body. But well, he did not come. All the years passed off. And here I am in 2012 with Sanjay Sai Baba, and suddenly having conversation in January 2013. We were in Chikmagalur. He packs my bag and tells me, after I asked Baba, is it possible that sometimes you may come to Mumbai also? And he just packed my bag and said, yes, I will come and come to your house. I
Okay. The
was
same way
speechless.
Satya Sai Baba said you.
Speechless. Coming, house. Why? You have invited me, no? 10 years back. My God. The promise of one avatar being fulfilled in another avatar has been heard only in the scriptures. And here I am living the scriptures. That this Bhagwan is telling me that in that form you had invited me and you thought I will not fulfill the promise. I will fulfill my promise and I'll come to your house. And sure enough, in December 2014, he did come to Mumbai and came continuously from that time onwards till now. And now he's coming next month for the 9th visit to Mumbai. So the promise of one avatar was fulfilled by the second avatar. This was the biggest miracle, a starting point of a great life ahead.
That's really great.
There are numerous miracles. We have got our website and we have got YouTube and we have uploaded so many miracles of so many devotees including mine. And to recapitulate them and narrate them here will take ages perhaps. Hari Anant, Hari Katha Anant. There is no stop.
So there is a video uploaded on that.
Yeah, we
What
have
is
a
the title of the
YouTube
video?
called Sanjay Sai.
Sanjay Sai. Okay.
And there is Facebook also, Sanjay Sai.
Okay.
Also my personal Facebook is there, Pratap Thakker.
Okay.
But in that Pratap Thakker there is nothing except Sai.
Okay.
That time the Sai name was not accepted, so I put all the videos and Facebook was name give my name. And we have a website also, Sanjay Sai. So all the things are, all the miracles and narrations are there.
Okay.
And all my talks have narrated all the miracles a number of times.
In the YouTube channel named Sanjay Sai, we have all his miracles, whatever,
Everything.
Okay, whatever all the devotees in the organization have experienced till
It
date.
will give much more, 10 times more than what I can talk in this short time.
Okay.
But to tell you a couple of good miracles which really shows the power of Bhagwan.
Okay.
One was the avatar fulfilling the promise given of one avatar by the other avatar. Time and space are conquered.
Right. So this is like what I understand is beyond time, beyond space, beyond mind experiences and powers of the God.
One more thing I'll tell you, how Swami can even hear what you and me are talking here just now.
Is it?
Yes.
He can hear us here. I mean,
Yes.
he is in Kathmandu, but
Yes. We are in Oman.
how can you say that?
Because once we are flying from Mumbai to Kathmandu,
Okay.
with
Mumbai to
other-
Kathmandu you are
yeah,
flying,
with our
okay.
chapter chairman of Ahmedabad,
Uh-huh.
and we joined at New Delhi to go to Ahmedabad, go to Kathmandu, and we were in the mid-flight. We were discussing about programs, how to finance the program, what is the cost of the prasadam, this, that, and the third. And he was counting, like 500 people coming. If the one dish is costing 100 rupees, how much will it cost? Where we can reduce it? Ahmedabad, So he was counting all those things.
Typical Ahmedabad these
even
days.
every chairperson, every responsible person responsible for the organization has to count the finances.
Yeah.
Because money makes and money mars.
Right.
So the casual discussion we had how to raise the money and all those things. And things went on. Next day we were in Kathmandu with Swami. He gave us a nice satsang for an hour. And suddenly in between he jokingly smiled and said, some Gujaratis they count, 50 rupees, one dish and 500 people, so it comes to so much, and 1,000 people, 100 dish will cost so much. The exact words and the exact figures that we discussed in the flight in the mid-air from Delhi to Kathmandu, those words were repeated by Bhagwan
Where? In the ashram?
in the ashram.
To whom? He repeated.
To all of us.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Now this was something we were shocked, that Swami, you can bring things from here and take things from there, but what you are talking also you can understand and listen. Hey, Swami, tell me one more thing. Can you read our thoughts also? Then it will scary because Swami knows our thoughts, then what?
Thoughts are not beyond control.
Swami, can you read our thoughts also? He looked sternly at me and said, Koi shak? Swami, no shak.
So that now you have to become thoughtless now.
So loving, so loving. No, not thoughtless, you have to be a thought of God only all the time.
Yeah. That is more easy.
But one thing I tell you, Swami knows all your weakness. Swami knows all your faults and sins. He never mentions them. He never corrects them orally. He corrects them in his own method. He never tells you anything. He will praise you for all the good things you have. He will praise you for all the good things that he is doing through you. But he'll never bring your fault outside. But slowly and steadily the transformation comes inside. This transformation is the biggest miracle of Swami. The transformation of the mind and transformation of the heart, which I have experienced myself in the last so many years.
You mean to say the purity of the mind and the heart?
Yes. The change of thinking pattern, the change of from reaction to responding situations, the value of pause, all these things which were learned in the books, I could experience at the experiential level from Swami.
Okay, so you mean to say those are theoretical, what we read in scriptures and religious books. Here you get a practical and live examples.
From the Shri Mukh,
Demonstrations.
from the Shri Mukh himself, from God himself.
That's
What
great.
more can it happen?
That's great. So, Mr. Pratap, you are a chartered accountant. You are also managing the Sri Sai Sanjay Seva Sai Central Trust. I mean, you are also international chairman. You've been working for the organization exhaustively and continuously. how do you manage your life balance between spirituality and the materialistic world? And does it help an individual or a devotee to really make any change in the materialistic world, or like is it like just becoming more spiritual, or does it really help in the materialistic world also, in the materialistic desires even?
Good question. I would only say the life does not become restrictive. It only becomes disciplined. You understand that an alternative lifestyle is possible, which is more rewarding and more fulfilling. More rewarding and more fulfilling
As compared to without
what you were otherwise living. I think for myself what I was and how it picked me up from there and brought to me where I am, where my life is much more happier than what it was before.
It brings more happiness.
Not only I am peaceful with myself, but people feel that I have transformed in my, there's a lot of transformation in my nature, which must not have been good probably before. I must always be thinking I am good, I was not good. Maybe I'm a little shade better today, and maybe it'll make me much better tomorrow.
Okay.
I pray that He makes me much better tomorrow to be fit to be called a devotee. So this transformation of the heart in all of us, in all the devotees, the caring and sharing, the feeling of brotherhood, you know, the oneness that we have in the family, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, that we could really experience the Ramarajya within this high organization. And we do not experience this outside when we go. So there, what Swami says, here you charge your battery full and go out to the society and spread the love there.
Yeah, okay.
If you have really got all the love of Swami in you, few droplets of it, let it go to the society. Whomever you come across, you should feel that love of Swami. Today you can single out a Sai devotee among a million. Like he's a Sai devotee, looking at his face. Like he's so happy, he's so contented with what he has. Any emergency comes in the life, any tragedy comes in the life, comes in everybody's life. People die, people have accidents, everything is there.
Right.
But your responding to the situation is totally different now.
Absolutely.
Because you know Sai is with you. And nothing wrong can happen to you.
Okay.
He will always protect you. Are under the umbrella of Sai.
Okay.
He is always protecting you.
Okay.
Not that he is not he was not protecting you when you were not in the high fold also. That time also he was protecting you. Now you know that he is protecting you. The knowledge helps us to become more joyful. Like there is someone who is under whose protection I am always there.
Right.
This is the greatest miracle of Bhagavan.
Right. So the great transformation is in terms of love in the heart, peace in the mind, right? Like we say, we are in the race, but now with the God you are in the grace, race with the grace. There's a transformation one individual experiences when he is with the Sai.
Yes. The love of Sai is what changes everything in life. Not only in your life, but everybody's surrounding life also.
Right.
Particularly yours and your family's life.
Right, absolutely. That's really wonderful. That's really wonderful. That's what we want in the materialistic world. I mean,
And as far as the materialistic and spiritual is concerned, I always believe that they are like one end of the thread. You take one, the other will always follow. Success in the spiritual life gives you automatic success in the material life.
absolutely.
These are not my words. This has to be experienced. Because there is no greater truth than experience.
Absolutely.
One should experience this himself and then do not deny the validity of one's own experience. Like this is really happening.
Perfect.
Because this happens in the heart. And the heart transformation only a heart knows. Words will give different idea. And listeners will listen with their own different ideas and background. So it doesn't come really closer to the truth. But this is the truth. Like you will change and your experience will happen. And the change in the spiritual thinking will lead to much peaceful change in the material life.
Right.
Scientifically, socially speaking, you will be more composed, You will be more peaceful. With a peaceful mind, you will think better. Your decisions will be better.
Yeah.
Your decisions will be faster. Your ability to work will increase, longer hours.
Right.
Your concentration will increase. Your memory will increase.
Right. And life is nothing but decisions.
Now, this is all that you require to become successful in business also.
Yes, absolutely.
And you will become honest.
Mm. Mm.
Your management will be dharmic management, not only commercial.
Mm. Mm.
Commerce without morality is useless.
Right.
So Baba tells you
Mm.
that you be honest to everything and you will be successful in life.
Right.
So I have experienced this.
Right.
The response of the people with me has been much better now than what it was before.
Right.
Because they have this faith that this man will not do anything wrong. He will not cheat me.
Right.
Now to develop that faith takes years and years and decades.
Mm.
To lose that faith will take 1 second.
Right.
So this is the real wealth that you amass.
Right.
And that's only possible because of the grace of Bhagwan.
Right. That's true. Absolutely correct. That's wonderful actually. What Mr. Pratap is saying is with complete surrender to God there comes faith, and with the faith comes all peace, good decision and confidence of living the life fully and completely.
Sampurna Sharanagati is what Swami says.
Oh,
It should be total faith.
yeah. Complete surrender.
Total faith.
Okay, and to complete this conversation, you want to give some message on behalf of Sri Sanjay Sai to all the individuals who are listening to this video?
I invite everybody with open arms to join this wonderful organization which will lead everybody to Vaikuntham and have a Ram Rajya. And this is only from my experience, but I would say don't listen to my experience. Baba always says, come, examine and experience.
Wow.
Your own experience should be your own guide.
Okay.
And do not deny the validity of your own experience. Don't listen to people who profess good for me or profess bad for me.
Right.
You go by your own experience.
Right.
So I invite everybody to have the experience of Bhagwan.
Right.
Whenever Baba is coming to India or Oman or elsewhere, whatever news you get wherever, please rush there. No invitation is required to meet God.
That's great. So we take this as a...
And there is one more advice I want to give, especially to the Seva organization in charges.
Yes, please.
Our Sanjay Sai Seva organization in charges. It's not my advice, it's Bhagwan's advice.
Okay.
And Bhagwan has said, once a lot of complaints are happening about certain persons, and he told me, Pratap, one advice remember always in life. I say, yes, Swami, what can you say? Swami said, to be an office bearer in a Sai organization is like jumping on a hot iron plate, barefooted. I could see the graphic expression of that, how it could be jumping on a hot iron plate, barefooted. He said, these are the shocks you will have in life. Don't come and complain for that. You expect this to happen.
Right.
And have the forbearance, Shraddha and Saburi both, and it will go away. I am with you.
Excellent.
So this is the advice I also want to pass on to all the organizational heads.
Excellent. So
Jai Sai Ram.
with this conversation, we close out here at this point of time. We hope and wish to discuss with Mr. Pratap future for more experiences and more suggestions of Baba through Mr. Pratap Thakker. And we also take this as a sort of invitation by Baba through Mr. Pratap to everybody listening to this to come to Oman, experience it, and by their own virtue take their own decision and live a life with full surrender and live a peaceful and a composed life.
Anand, a small correction. It will not be through me. It will be through you that the world will listen to all this. It's your duty to pass on this message to the whole world and let them enjoy the same thing that we are enjoying today.
Definitely. Sai Ram will hope that...
Jai Sai Ram.
Jai Sai.
Pranam to the lotus feet of our Lord.